early and chatting. Welcome to my live crafty session for Thursday in the week. So this is my fourth live crafting session this week. So it's been super fun to hang out and craft with you every morning. If you are brand new to watching me, my name is DonnaG and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland. And I sell all things to do with paper crafting: stamps, inks, cardstock, paper, ribbons, embellishments, you name it, tools. We have everything for your crafting needs. So, and the beauty of Stampin' Up is that everything coordinates. Everything is so lovely. It coordinates really, really well. And Stampin' Up make it a lot easier for us to be able to create with. Faith is saying that she can't wait to see what I do with the bundle this morning, because she has her new products, which is awesome. Still waiting for we're all waiting for catalogs. I'm still waiting for mine. There's a lot of people that have got catalogs that I know in my team, and I still don't have one. I don't know whether I'm not going to get one. Maybe because I got one at On Stage, maybe I'm not going to get one. But my catalogs that I've ordered are in the house. So I just wanted to let you know that the catalogs are in the house. Now, I have actually posted this up in the top of the comments, but I will post it again. If you want a copy of the new catalog, I am charging $10 for people that don't normally shop with me. So there is a fee of $10, but you will get that fee refunded back as a voucher if you order within the first 2 weeks of May. So it's a $10 fee, and that covers the postage, but I will refund your payment if you place an order of $100 or more during those first 2 weeks in May. Okay, so if you want to get your hands on a catalog, by all means, click on that link, sign up, and actually, you know what? I can actually do. Let's do this. Let's create one here. I don't know whether there'll be enough room for that, but we will try that, and we'll go like that. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Here we go. Get a catalog. If you look at that QR code, if you click on that QR code, you'll be able to sign up and get your hands on one of the brand new catalogs. So I have them in my craft studio at the moment. I will be getting them and putting them together at the beginning of next week. So it's a job that's on my list of things to do. So I had many things that I wanted to do yesterday, but sadly I got some quite upsetting news. A good friend of mine that I've known for a long, long time, she's around my age, suddenly passed away yesterday. And I don't know what happens. All I can say is we need to cherish the people that are around us, and you never know when your time is up. Sorry. Yeah, it's a bit of a shock. And I don't know, like when you have news like that about older people, it's still sad, but it's kind of expected, but it's definitely not expected people around your own age. So now I know how mum and dad feel when it is people their own age that are passing away. I understand exactly how they feel. Yeah, and it was a huge shock. I sat stunned in my chair for a good hour thinking I can't believe it. But anyway, it is very sad, and it's such a shock for everyone around. It's such a shock for their family. It's such a shock for everybody. Yeah. So anyway, we are here and we are crafting today, and that's actually going to take my mind off it a little bit. So I don't know. There may be a day, I don't know when the funeral is going to be, but there may be a day next week that I may not be available because I will be going home. She was from my hometown, so it's 2 hours away. So I will be heading for the funeral whenever I get the announcement of when it is. So, all right. So today, now there's quite a few things going on. So we've got our big, massive sale. Okay. So our end of year clear out sale. And yes, the last 2 days I've showed you things that have been massively reduced. But you know what? I wanted to play with the new stuff again today. I was going to to show you more things that were reduced, but I thought, hey, no, I want to play with the new stuff. Okay, so I am playing with the new stuff. So as I said, if you want to click that QR code to get your hands on a catalog, by all means, as I said, I will charge you $10 for the catalog, but you will get that as a voucher to use in the first 2 weeks of May off your order. So I will just refund you the money when you've placed your order. Oh, sorry. When I get home from my incentive trip, I will refund you your money, because I will actually be away when the catalog goes live. So I just wanted to let people know I will have my computer and I will be able to get emails and things, but I won't be contacted. I won't be able to be contacted by telephone, but I will be able to be contacted via Messenger on Facebook or via email. So if you are wanting to know anything, I will be checking my emails, but it will be at different times because I will be in Mexico, people. So I'm looking forward to that. We've got 18 days and we are counting down the days. So I'm so looking forward to be able to just get away, see all of my crafty friends all over the world, which is the one major thing that we love going on these incentive trips, is to be able to catch up with our crafty friends all around the world, which is so, so good. So I'm looking forward to that. So, of course, we've got the last chance sale set is up to 60% off products. Now, I need to put it out there. If you're going to spend anywhere near $169, you can put the sale products in a starter kit and then get 20% off future purchases. So if you actually join, like right now, had a lady that joined yesterday and put her sale products in her starter kit, because you get so much more for your money when you actually put them in a starter kit. Plus, she's got the opportunity now from now until the end of April to be able to buy those sale items with an extra bonus of 20% on top of the discount that you're already getting. So you've caught me 2 days in a row. 18 days, Dana. 18 days. We're counting them down. So can't wait to get there. So yeah, sorry, Kayla said she missed something. I had a friend of mine pass away yesterday who's my age. So yeah, it sort of knocks you for six a little bit. So bit of shocking news, and I sat stunned. I didn't really do anything yesterday. I physically had so many things I was going to do, and I didn't actually do anything. So but anyway, okay, so as I said, you can put the things in a starter kit, and I know that I've got someone that's online trying to join right now because she just messaged me. So I'm super excited for that to happen as well. So I just wanted to reach out to anybody. Being a part of Stampin' Up is really, it is about being a part of a crafty community, and it's about creating friendships all over the world. And it's just amazing the amount of people that I have met through Stampin' Up. And because it's a global company, you meet people all over the world, and it's really awesome because Dana here is a friend that I have met through Stampin' Up, and we actually got the opportunity to meet each other in person on the Norway incentive trip. And I can't wait to be in Mexico and hanging out again. And Mexico's going to be a full-on, I don't know whether I'm going to be fit enough to do half the things that we have organized, but you know, it's going to be a great fun trip. All right, so as I said, there is a pinned post here. If you want to get your hands on a catalog and order your catalog right now, then please make sure you click on that QR code. And I haven't got it in the description of the video because I didn't actually have the sign up form ready for you when I actually did the event. So I have pinned it into the comments as well. And you can actually use that QR code to get your hands on a catalog. All right, so let's get to crafting because it's going to be a super, super fun crafty session this morning. So I'm using our Country Birdhouse stamps and dies, and I'm also using some of the paper that actually goes with this suite. It is a stunning suite. The suite has 2 stamp sets and 2 die sets. It's one of the bigger, larger, higher price suites in the catalog. But I am just telling you, there is so many new wonderful things in this catalog. But in this suite, you are going to love it. So first of all, I want to show you, I've already used some of the paper. So I've got bits and pieces that are cut here. So I just want to show you some of the paper because the paper is stunning. Okay, so as you can see, I've used some of these bits. I'll get rid of those bits over to the side and then we'll move on. Okay, so beautiful timber look paper, which is absolutely stunning. So we've got timber look on one side and more color on the other side. Okay, so timber look on one side, more colored look on the other side. Timber look, sorry, that's the colored side, I think. Yeah, no, there's the neutral side there. Okay, timber look and colored side. Okay, there is more of these papers here. I've got them in a bit of a mess here because I was actually using them because we're using some of them in my card buffet this weekend. So we've got timber look, reverse side. Beautiful, beautiful papers. That one's the same. And I think I showed you that one. And I actually want to keep that one out because that's the one that we're actually going to use. Now, there is also some paper that is in this suite that is called, I think it's called Country Lace. Is it called Country Lace? I'm trying to see if I've got it up here. Is that it? Yes, that's it there. Okay, I'm going to get it out because it is really, really pretty as well. So sorry, I'm digging in my Kallax unit behind me here. This one is stunning as well. So I just wanted to show you this as well. This is called, I think it's called Detailed Lace. Country Lace. Sorry, Country Lace. Beautiful paper. And when the beauty of it is we get 2 sheets of each of the designs in the paper. So if you love both sides, you've got 2 sheets. So you've got 1 sheet that you can use one side of and 1 sheet that you can use the other side of. Okay. All right. So as you can see, gorgeous, gorgeous paper. Absolutely stunning paper. Sorry, I went through that pretty quick. But I am going to use this one here. And I got this idea. I've seen a card created like this, and I'm just going to do a bit of a different spin on the card that actually that I've seen that caught my eye that I thought was wonderful. So let's pop those back up in there so I keep my place a little bit neat. I've got so much to do today. I've got to clean up my craft studio ready for everyone for card buffet this weekend. And I spent yesterday putting cards all in cello bags to be able to display all in my craft studio. So, all right, so I'm going to use a white card base to start off with. So I'm going to cut my card base at 5 3/4 of an inch by 8 inches. And I'm going to make my decision a little bit later on whether I want to pop a layer in on here. So I've got a couple of colors out that I thought were quite nice out of the paper here. So I've got Misty Moonlight. I've also got Petal Pink. And I also got out some Boho Blue as well because I thought those colors went really, really pretty with Linda, you bought this suite? Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. And then I've just got some white for my layers and things. All right. So the first thing what I want to do is I want to take some of this paper and I want to cut. I actually think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut 3 3/4. That would be what I would normally do as a layer on the front of my card. What's on the back of this? No, I don't want to do that. I was going to say, what's on the back of that? I might want to put that as the layer, but I'm not going to do that. All right. So then what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to put these in the paper trimmer, line up the line on here, and I'm going to cut some strips. So it's like I'm cutting the timber boards apart. Okay. This is a fun bit of designer series paper to do this with. So all I'm doing is I'm lining up the dark lines that are between the boards in my cutting track and then cutting, and you're going to get all of these cute timber boards by doing that. Okay, so I think I've got definitely enough there. All right. So I've got some pieces like that I want to use. Then I want to bring in that stamp set. There's this cute, it's got some gorgeous dies with it as well. So I want to show you all that. Okay, so we've got the stamp set, which is called Country Birdhouse. But then it's got these gorgeous dies, as you can see. Now, I'm not going to do the birdhouse today. I mean, that will be probably something for another video. I'm just going to concentrate mainly on the bird and the flowers in this set. So it's got some gorgeous dies that we can cut out some flowers and things. So I mainly just wanted to concentrate on the cute little bird that's in this set. Now, and you know me, I don't normally do anything with animals, but I don't mind birds. Like birds are something that I can cope with, but you give me other animals in stamp sets and I'm like, I don't know. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the little bird. So let's grab our bird. Okay. And I'll grab one of my littler blocks. Okay. So I'm going to stamp the bird. You all know me. I don't like stamping things in black. So I'm going to stamp it in my basic grey. And then I'm going to give him a little bit of colour. So let's stamp our bird in basic grey. Okay. Now I've got some blends here and I wasn't quite sure which ones I wanted to use. I think I want to use the lighter colours. So I've got boho blue was the one that I thought. Light boho blue. And I do have Misty Moonlight here too. What have I got? Light boho blue. I really need to, that's Night of Navy. I really need to, that one there. And I think that one's boho blue. Yep. Okay. So I just want to add a little bit of color here on this gorgeous bird. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do, I might just use the light boho and that's it. So I'm just going to color a little bit on his wings, a little bit on his tail, and a tiny little bit on his head. Okay, so you can see there, I've just added a little bit of blue on there. Now, I think what I'm going to do is just grab my color lifter and just blend that blue out a little bit. So I'm just going to blend where the blue is meeting the white cardstock. So just around the edges of what I've colored, I'm just going to blend. Because all I really want to do is soften the color that I've just put in there. And I think that's just about it. Darby, yes, this set is on the pre-order list. Yes, it is. Morning, Suzanne. How's the foot going? I hope you're going all right. All right. So now we've got, I'll pop those blends aside. We've got this cute little die that's going to cut out our bird. So we don't have to, you could fussy cut. If you didn't buy the dies, you could fussy cut. But you can see there that the die is going to cut out our bird nicely. So I'm going to just do that. Now, I'm going to take all of these flowers. While I've got the die cutting machine, I'm going to take all of these flowers. So I've got that one. I'm also going to take the leaves out. Leaves. We've got more flowers, more flowers. Okay, more flowers. And I could actually possibly stamp some flowers, so we'll see how we go. We can stamp flowers. There's some single white leaves here, which is great. So I'm going to pull out all those single white leaves and we'll cut out some white leaves. Okay, all right. So I think I've got quite enough out there. So first of all, I'm going to cut I might cut some white flowers. I don't know whether I want to use the white flowers yet, but while I'm cutting all these things out, I may as well cut things out in white and then I'll cut them out in colored as well. All right, so please feel free to share this video onto your Facebook, your social media sites, so that other people can possibly come and join us. Invite your friends to come and hang out in the crafty session we're having today. All right, so I'm going to bring in the cut and emboss. So if you're brand new to using the cut and emboss, it tells us on our base plate what we need. So we're going to do the cutting up here. So on our number 1 base plate tells us what we need for cutting. It tells us that we need number 1 plate, number 2 plate, which is our thin die adapter, 2 of our number 3 plates with our cardstock in between. So I've got my number 2 there. I've got my number 3 down there on the base. I'm going to put my little bird there, and my leaves, because we may as well, while we're doing this, we may as well cut out a few of these things. If we use them, it's a bonus. If we don't, it doesn't matter. I want to cut out a few things in some different colors as well. Okay, so the main thing is we're cutting the bird out, and we've got these dies on here going to cut out some white flowers and leaves as we go. Okay. All right. So we've got that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some different colored cardstock. So we've got our little bird cut out. Let's pop these out here. Okay. Take your pick tool, needs to be brought in. Okay, so I've got some white leaves. I've got some white flowers. That's out. Now I want to cut some colored flowers. So I'm going to use, I wonder whether I've got any scrap paper. Let's get that leaf out of there. Okay. I hope you get a good report, Suzanne. Poor Suzanne had a fall and she's now got... Is your foot in plaster? It is in plaster, isn't it, Suzanne? No, I don't. Linda's saying, don't you use tape to hold your dies? No. I know that you're all probably thinking, oh my God, why don't you use tape? But I physically have never really had an issue with it. So every now and then they move, but not very often. All right, so I'm just going to cut some strips of my cardstock so that I can do some die cutting here of the flowers and things. Okay. There we go. All right. So I've got a couple of strips of cardstock. So I'm just going to add, I can actually probably cut 2 of these out. Let's see if we can cut 2 at once. I'll probably regret this, but you never know. We might be able to cut out 2 at once. So I'm just popping all those flowers on there to see if we can cut out 2 thicknesses of paper. I always like to do this with dies, give them a run for their money and see if it's possible. For the simple fact that when you are cutting for kits and things, it's really nice to be able to cut out more than 1 at a time. And yes, we can. Look at that. Can you see that? They come out. I've got 2 colors all at once. Okay, so we might do that one more time so that we've got lots of these. We'll get those out. And then all you've got to do is pull them apart. That one and that one. This is what I tend to like doing with a brand new set. get in and cut a whole heap of the dies out. Work out your color combination. Cut a whole heap of the dies out, because then when it comes to actually designing, you can physically just keep popping things in, popping things out if you've got them on hand. There's nothing worse than when you're designing and then you've got to go and try and cut things out to do what you want to do. So I always like to be able to cut things out first in a group like this. And then we'll do some of these. I'm assuming I'm probably going to want this color as well. Okay. So let's run that through. I actually thought Night of Navy would probably look all right as well. Purple plaster. I thought you said you had plaster. Beautiful purple plaster. Well, purple's your favorite color, isn't it? It might. You need to get your hair done now and put some colored bits in your hair to match your plaster, so you look like you're color coordinated. I mean, being a Stampin' Up demonstrator, we've got to be color coordinated. Okay, so that one. I'll do one more run through of these, and we're going to have ample flowers, but it's better to have too many than not enough. That, and we'll run that one through. Not fiddly at all, Jenny. I'm just cutting a whole heap of flowers out so that we've got a lot to choose from. You don't need to cut all these flowers out. And the beauty of it is there's 4 different size flowers here. 4 different size flowers. So one go through the Big Shot machine. And as you can see, I did double them up. So by doubling them up, you can get 8 flowers by one pass through the die cutting machine. And you could even stamp some flowers and cut those out as well, because there's some flowers that you can stamp and cut out as well. All right, so we've got flowers all happening there. All right, so I think I can put the die cutting machine away now. Let's put all those back in my dies, and I'm then going to pop that die set aside so I don't lose all those dies. Actually, I'm just going to put it in the stamp set, but I'm going to pull the actual stamp set itself out. I'll put my dies back in my case so I don't lose anything. All right. And I'll leave the stamp set here. So when I say, where's my stamp set, everyone, it's off to the left up the top. So when I say, where did I put that stamp set again? That's where it is. All right. So let's bring in what we've got here. So we've got some gorgeous designer series paper. I do need a white piece of cardstock, my regular layer that I normally have. So I need 5 3/8 by 3 5/8, and I also need, I'll cut a second one of those just in case we need it. I don't think we will, but just in case I muck something up and I need an extra piece, I'll pop that up there. Okay. This one here, we're going to cut at 5.5 by 3 3/4, and that's going to be our insert piece for the inside of the card. Oh, okay. So your hair appointment was on the day that you fell over. Well, that's not good. All right. So those are the other pieces. I'm going to pop one of those inside my card base. All right. I need to sit down. I'm standing up too much today. I need to let you in on a bit of a secret. So last night, I was going to go to line dancing last night, but when I actually went for a drive to see where the line dancing was on, it was on in a country hall out the road from where I live, and I didn't like the look of the road. And driving by myself, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to drive out there by myself, because the road was very narrow, and you could have possibly had people that would come the other way and you'd have to get off the road and share the road. And I thought, in the dark, definitely not my idea of fun. So, so I decided to stay home, and I decided to do line dancing in my own lounge room. And I must have enjoyed myself a little bit too much, because this morning I've got up and I've got a sore heel from line dancing, because you stomp your feet, and I was doing it barefoot. So, lesson learned, do not do line dancing barefoot in your living room. I must have got a little bit carried away, but I was having a lovely time. I was learning. I've finally worked out the names of all of these dances. So I was actually looking up YouTube, and I was dancing along with the YouTube videos. So it was fun. Yeah, I was not keen, Jenny, on driving out those narrow roads by myself, in the dark. Plus, there's kangaroos and things around, and um, and I'm not even sure whether there's even phone signal on that road. It is good exercise, Sheila. Yeah, definitely. I've been really enjoying it. Mind you, my body's a little bit not used to it, but anyway. Now, I'm just going to take and put that aside. So we've got an extra bit there for the inside of our card. So I'm going to pop that inside, and I'm going to put my base up there. Now we're going to concentrate on these pieces here. Now, in the one that I seen, I absolutely just loved the look of these timber boards with a nice little decoration on it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to tear these at all different angles. Okay, so I'm tearing them. One I'm going to tear from that way. This one I'm going to tear maybe that down that way. This one maybe just straight. So I'm tearing all the ends. Oops, I just lost some flowers. I'm tearing all the ends. There's a big flower on the floor of the DSP, just to give it a bit of a rustic sort of look, and even tear at a quite a bit of an angle. So on this bigger one, I'm going to go rough like that. Same with this one. I might do it the other way. Oh, wow. Someone's in my street with music blaring. All right. So we've got that rustic look on the edges there. And I'm then going to just assemble these randomly on my card. Okay. Like that. Actually, no. I want to put that one there. I may not use all of these. Nope. That one. This one. Nope. I might put that one up there. And I might actually even overlap them. And this one here. No, I want that one to actually tear back a little bit further this way. Okay. So can you see the arrangement I've got happening there? So that was my thought process. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with probably this one here in the middle. And what's easy when you're doing things like this is just using your Seal Plus on the back of these strips. So I'm just going to Seal Plus one strip along, and I'm just going to glue that where I think I want it to be. So that's the start of them. Okay, so this one. Oh, if I can pick it up. So, and just putting them at different random lengths is really, really awesome. Okay, this one's a bit narrow, but we just need to fold in. When you're using your Seal Plus, just fold in anything that's overlapping on the edges. Doesn't really matter, because we're going to put another bit of Designer Series paper right beside it. Okay, so there. And the last one up the top. Okay, so in there. And then this one here. And then this one down here. Okay. I could have probably just cut a piece of paper and then tore it roughly, but I think cutting them individually, I just think makes it a little bit different, that you can actually get them, that they look like individual floorboards. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my scissors along that edge and cut those all off. Now, those pieces that I've got left over, I may use them for inside to be able to bring some of the outside to the inside. So I'm just going to pop them aside. I'm not going to throw them away just yet. I'm just going to pop them off to the side. Now, we've got our cute little bird happening here. Now, I want to build some flowers. I want the bird to be sitting in a gorgeous bunch of flowers. So let's try some of these flowers around. So I'm just going to go there. Maybe an orangey one. Maybe a dark blue. Whoops, that way. Maybe a larger dark blue down in under here. Maybe a medium sort of pink here. Now, I've got some leaves happening here, plus we've got some white flowers. So let's do some leaves popping out through here, there. And we've got some more leaves, so we'll add some leaves. Now, this is what I do. I just do a dry run just to see where I think I might want to pop some of these embellishments. And that one's poking up a little bit. And maybe I've got another leaf. Maybe another leaf just coming out from in here. Okay. And then, of course, my bird, I'm going to pop my bird up in amongst them all. But I think, what do you think? Cute? All right. Okay, so let's start with arranging all of that there. We'll take our bird away because we can pop the bird in there later on. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to pop this blue flower up. So I'm going to grab some of my mini dimensionals because we can pop some mini dimensionals in underneath these. So this blue flower here, I'm going to pop a mini in the middle of him. Okay. So I'm just going to add that right there like that. Then, of course, this one I'm going to add, it's going to just go in underneath. So I've just added a little bit of Seal Plus and popped it in underneath. My leaves, I'm just going to add, you love the colors, Leslie? Yeah. Cute. All right, so I'm just going to pop, oops, and I just ended up with a whole heap of glue on that. Let me wipe that off and pop that there so I don't get in it too much. I'm going to cut the little stem off this leaf because I don't quite need it that long. And let's pop him in under there. Okay. Now, this one here, I think I'm just going to glue him down. So let's just add a bit of Seal Plus on behind him and we'll glue him just out here. This one here, I think I'm going to glue down as well. Let's just add liquid glue on him. Okay. I think I want to pop this baby up. So let's grab dimensional. Yeah, so you're needing to paper towel the flowers. Yeah. So Leslie used to do paper toweling. Now, if anyone doesn't know what paper toweling is, it's where you have an image and you cut out, you make layers and layers and layers of the image and you cut out pieces and bring it to life and make it like a 3D project, which is really, really super cute. Now, our little bird, I want to have our little bird sitting in amongst the flowers. So he's going to pop up on dimensionals as well. I'm just going to use the minis on the bird because he is tiny. I could have probably used like one big one in the middle of him, but I've got my minis out on my desk, so I'm just going to use the minis. All right, so let's pop our little bird sitting in amongst that there. All right, these leaves are going to get tucked in. Well, you've got a bit of time now, Suzanne, to be able to do it. Suzanne's off work for 6 weeks now with the broken foot. Okay, so I want the bird to be sitting like he's sitting on the leaves. Let's pop a few of these leaves in around. I'm going to still cut the stems off. Renee is planning on getting this next month. Yep. It's a cute set. The whole suite is gorgeous. All right, so I've got some more flowers. I could probably do more flowers. Do we need more flowers? Do you think maybe a little white flower? No. No, I think we have enough. I've changed my mind. I think we have enough. Let's pop a little leaf going in underneath this one here. How cute is that? What do you think? The bird looks so happy sitting in amongst those flowers. All right. So now the question is, what color layer do we want to put underneath it? So I'm going to do a couple of layers here and we'll have a bit of a vote on this. Now, the colors that I had out, I'll cut layers in each color and we can make our decision with a vote. Okay, so let's grab my paper trimmer again. So I'm going to cut 5.5. So this one's petal pink. This is one of the colors that we used. By 3 3/4. Cut another one because I always like to have layers like that. Okay, so we've got that. We've got Misty Moonlight, 5.5 by 3 3/4. And I'll cut a second one again because I always like, anytime I've got leftover pieces, I like to cut them in the layers in the size. Okay, so this one, 5.5 by 3 3/4. There. All right. So we have 3 layers to choose from, and you're going to give me your preference. So we have, let's bring in our card base. We have boho blue in behind. We have misty moonlight in behind. Or we have petal pink in behind. What are your thoughts? So we have boho blue, misty moonlight, or petal pink. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 for misty. Okay, misty moonlight it is. Actually, I do think misty moonlight brings out the colors even more, doesn't it? How awesome is that? Now, I'm just wondering what ribbon I can use because I have to put a sentiment and ribbon on here. All right, so let's start decorating. I'll just leave that there. Let's start decorating the inside of this card. So I think what I want to do is create a little bit like that on the inside as well, but maybe going the other way. So let's do that. What's the other one? This one. And that. Oh, do I not have much of that one left over? Maybe not. Where did my No, I probably only had a little bit of that one left over. So we might actually have to do a little bit of, doesn't matter. We will just use what we've got. That, maybe the pink will have to go in the middle, seeing as I've got the largest one in the pink. That. Oh, there's some green. Okay, so we might do that. We might do that. We might do, can I tear this? Will I be able to tear it? There, and that one, and that one. What do you think? Oh no, I might put that one down here. No, we might put that one down there, and this one up here. What do you think? Carol says she actually likes the pink with it. Do you know what? I now know what ribbon. I was thinking, what ribbon am I going to use? But I'm going to use the new ribbon that we have. Why not? Because I can. Where is it? Down here. The petal pink ribbon. So we're going to bring a bit of the petal pink into it anyway. All right, so let's glue these ones on. So same process again. We're going to do that. I probably could do that up there. This one down here. This one and this one and that one. Okay, that, let's do that one. Let's do this one. This one. This one. And this one. Sorry, I'm deep in concentration. Wasn't really looking at the comments there because I was so deep in concentration there. Okay, so we've got that, and we will cut that off. Morning, Jill. Must be early for you over there. Jill's from Western Australia, so it's very early over there. Early hours in the morning. Okay, so we've got that happening there. So we've got a little bit of the front coming into the inside as well. Okay. Wow, look at the numbers. We're up to 94 people. Share, people, so that we can get to 100 people. Let's see if we can get to 100 people viewing all at once. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to bring in this. Now, what sentiment are we going to use? Yeah, 7 a.m. I was going to say I thought it might be a bit early for you. What sentiment are we going to use on the front here? Are we going to do a happy birthday? Are we going to do hoping you have the best day ever? Actually, you know what? I'm just wondering, could I fit that down the bottom here? Oh, my stamp. Remember, everyone, my stamp is over here. Can I fit that down the bottom? I can probably fit that down the bottom. And we could probably do, let's see about a bow. All right. Hey, Donna, how you going? Welcome. All right, so let's see where we're going to put a bow and what we're going to do. I feel like I want to put the sentiment. No, I feel like I want to stamp a sentiment. That's going to be too big. Okay, that's too big. I don't want to do that. It's too big. We've got hello friend, or we've got, oh, happy birthday. Very little happy birthday. Okay, I'm going to do a little happy birthday. I've made my decision what I'm going to do. Hello friend on front and other one inside. Oh, I could possibly do that. I'm going to do happy birthday though. I want to do a little, I just want a little fine sentiment. So this is one of my scraps. Now the question is, Do we do it in Misty Moonlight? Do we do it in Boho Blue? Or do we do it in Petal Pink? What color am I going to stamp the sentiment? So I'm going to do happy birthday on this little thin piece of paper, piece of cardstock. It would be a nice sympathy card. It would, definitely. I don't have any sympathy stamps, any sympathy in here. Yeah. But anyway. Misty Moonlight. Misty Moonlight. Misty. Boho. Misty. Navy Blue. Misty. Misty's it. Misty's got the vote. Okay. So let's do happy birthday. So actually I need to stand up for this. Okay, stand up, get right over the top. Great that we've got photopolymer so we can actually see where we're stamping, which is good. Happy birthday. How awesome is that? Okay, so the other sentiment was hoping you have the best day ever. That can definitely go inside, but can it go inside? Can we fit it inside? I might have to do it on a strip. I'm going to have to do it on a strip because I haven't got enough room to do it now that I've put those bits in there. Let me just find my cleaner so I can clean that stamp and put it away. So I'll just put it onto a strip. Now this is one thing that you can do because I've decorated the inside and it's a bit hard to try and fit this larger stamp on the inside. I'm actually just going to put it on a strip of paper, strip of cardstock, and then I can actually add it to it and it will be okay. All right. So we are going to add that onto a strip. The sentiment, it is such a beautiful, fine sentiment, like the scripty writing and just how fine it is. It's gorgeous. So of course I'm going to use my little handy dandy paper trimmer to trim that down so I can get it nice and thin. Okay, so let's go, we'll trim it off here. Let's go a bit further. All right. And then I'm going to trim it down so that we get it thinner. Nope, that's too big. I think a little bit more. Okay. Concentration here. I've got to hold the tongue right. Hoping you have the best day ever. All right, so we've trimmed that off. And I'm just going to pop that. Can you see that we can pop that in there? And it's going to look okay, but we've still got that happening down the side. So, so I can still fit it in there. So there's always ways around it. And I'll wait until I see what I'm going to do with that one on the front. So let's glue that one down. Now, because it's in side, I'm going to glue it down straight down rather than, I don't want to pop it up because you don't want to create too much bulkiness on the inside. We are so close to 100 people. We're at 97 people. Share the video, people, so that we can try and get to 100 people. I would be so excited if I actually got to 100 people viewing at once. All right, so we've got that happening on the inside. So let's adhere that to the inside. Reach out to your friends. Message them. Tell them to jump onto the live video if they're not watching. All right. Share the link of my video. We're getting close to that 100 viewers. All right, so we have, whoops, a daisy. Well, that went a little bit crazy. There we go. Okay, so the inside is done. Oh, and we just dropped to 90. We had 97 people there. We were so close, and it's just dropped down to 90 people. It's a great for using for scraps. Yes, definitely, Lynn. I think this is I mean the paper lends to it beautifully because it actually just looks like timber floorboards. So different colored timber floorboards. All right. So just remember, if you are wanting to get a catalog, you can actually click on the link that is, people might have jumped off to share. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Let's see if it gets back up again. Okay. Now we have a little stamp in here that is and I keep going to get my stamp set. This one here, I love these stamps. They are absolutely, they're a texture stamp. So I actually love when I've got a texture stamp. There are two watching here. Does that count? You mean you and your dog? So I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight ink, and I'm just going to add a little bit more texture on those boards. All right. So I'm just going to stamp around on the boards. So you can see it just adds a little bit of extra texture on that background on those boards. So let's do the same thing on the inside. Let's grab those boards, and I'm just going to add a little bit of texture on the boards. Okay, just to make them look a little bit older, a little bit more more weathered, I guess you could say. All right, so let's pop that up on dimensionals, and I've got to work out where I'm going to put my bow and where I'm going to put my sentiment. So let's pop it up onto some dimensionals. No, the numbers are dropping now. We're down to 89 now. I was close. I mean, 97's been the best we've had recently, so I can't complain. 97's really good. I mean, to think there's 97 people all watching me craft, it's fun. I love it. That means that I'm hanging out with a big group of people, which is awesome. So as I said, you can get a catalog by clicking on the link that I've got pinned in the comments, or you can actually go to, let me see, that QR code there. Now I am charging $10 for the catalog, but the reason I'm charging $10 for the catalog is you're going to get a $10 off your first order if you order within the first 2 weeks of May. Okay, so so you will get your $10 refunded if you actually order in the first 2 weeks of May. All right, so I want to do that, an angled bit on there, and I think I want to pop it in under that flower, but I actually want to pop it up. Does that make sense? I want to pop it in under the flower, but I actually want to pop it up. Okay, I am going to do that. I'm going to pop it in under that flower, and then I'm going to pop it up. All right, so of course, to pop up that, I think is the easiest way is just to use some of our foam strips, and all I do is I cut a length and pop it in behind that sentiment. The foam strips are great for no, I'm getting to the ribbon part. Hey Karen. The catalog, yeah. You're not going to get the new catalog in the kit. You're going to get the old catalog, which is sad. Yeah. But Karen, if you're in town, please drop in, and I'm happy to give you one. But no, in the kit, you're going to get the old catalog. You're not going to get the new one because you get whatever catalog is current right at the very time. And at the moment, our catalog is still current. Okay, so we've got happy birthday there. I did a bow. Now let's see where we can pop this bow. I feel like I'm just going to pop it. I should have just underneath the sentiment, I think. because if I go over here, we're going to cover up too much of the flowers. I'm thinking just straight underneath the sentiment there. What do you think? Looks like a stack of books, Judy. See you later, Sheila. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right. I think I'm going to put it under there. So let's grab a glue dot. And then, of course, we need to embellish. And I think what I'm going to use to embellish, we have some petal pink. And so let's pop that there. We have some petal pink and these ones. Okay, these ones are called our Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock Foiled Gems. So I think the foiled gems would look fantastic with this. It highlights the sentiment. I think it looks cute too. All right, so let's go that and that. And we'll pop a few of these around. There. Okay. And then we all know what's going to set it off. I mean, I've done the bow, but what's the last thing we always want to do? The good old wink of Stella. Now, this is probably my empty one. I don't know why. Oh, no, it's not my empty one. We'll do a bit of a spritzing of wink on the front. A little bit of a spritzing of wink inside. Okay, I want to put a little bit of wink on my bird. Let him have some shimmer and shine. And I'm just going to add some wink in the middle of my flowers, just to add so it looks like they've got a little bit of a highlight in the middle of the flowers. Now, I could also, on the inside, I've got all these flowers left. So how about what we do is we create some cute flowers on the inside of our card as well. Let's go this and maybe this and maybe a little teeny one pink, a little teeny one there. Okay, and maybe a little teeny one in the Misty Moonlight. Oh, hang on. Boho Blue. We might do a bigger one in Boho Blue there. And a little teeny one in the Misty Moonlight. What do you think? Do you think we should do that? You like the happy birthday in this set, Lynn? Yeah. All right. So let's add a little bit of glue onto those flowers so that we can get that happening on the inside. So I'm just going to add just a little dob in behind that one. My take your pick tool would be good for this, but instead I'm using my fingers to pick them up. That one. So I'm super excited. I've got 18 ladies coming for Card Buffet this weekend. I'm super excited to be hanging out with some crafty friends this weekend. It's amazing. 18 people all coming to craft. And the beauty of it is they're going to craft with brand new products because all of my cards are using brand new product. So it's going to be a little bit like a catalog launch party. They're going to get to see so much this weekend. I'm assuming there'll be some eager beavers wanting to purchase some of the things. Okay, so we've got that, and we'll pop that little one there. Oh, sticking to my fingers. There. Okay. What do you think about that? I think it really sets off, the inside of the card. But see, super cute set. I mean, like, I didn't even use the birdhouse yet. I think there's gonna be so many possibilities with this set. So many possibilities. So if you loved what I did, please give me the thumbs up because YouTube and Facebook love it when you give me the thumbs up. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please make sure you give me the thumbs up. And if you want to buy any of these items right now, they can be placed in a starter kit right now. Plus, we have our awesome big sale on as well. No, Lynn, I didn't get a good result from my skin check. I have to go back, but I'm going to do it after my holidays. I have to go back and get cut open again. So, but it is what it is. I won't be looking too pretty when I come when I have to do that because it's up here on my forehead. So, so you may not be seeing my face, when I get back for a few weeks until I heal and feel a bit better. But yeah, the one on my arm and the one on my back was okay. Got all clear results for them. Like yeah, they got it all. And but thank you for asking. So it is a gorgeous card. Like, honestly, you want to get these products. You don't want to wait until May. Pop them in a starter kit today and join my Wild Heart Crafters community. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I will be back here at 8:15 tomorrow morning for my last video of the week. We might do a fun fold. Do you want to have a fun fold for Friday? Fun fold Friday. Sound good? So everyone have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you all again here, same time, same channel, tomorrow morning at 8:15. If you're watching the replay, please give me the thumbs up. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me. I'll see you all again soon.